Number 5. It's the Lenovo 320 IdeaPad. Lenovo is probably the biggest laptop manufacturer in the market, since the company delivers products that come in various price ranges, functions and features, so there's a laptop for everyone in their lineup. For budget shoppers, I have an excellent laptop here, the Lenovo 320 IdeaPad, which is very affordable but has tons of desirable qualities that'll make you fall in love with it. It's pretty cheap, has a large display, good performance specs, solid battery life, nice design and many more features. So without further ado, let's take a closer look. From the first impression, you wouldn't expect the Lenovo 320 IdeaPad to be that affordable, since it rocks a premium design that's super stylish and blows off its competition in that aspect. It has a super smooth unibody construction that's present only in more expensive machines, and despite having a plastic build, it's pretty good. I should also mention that for its price, it's also pretty thin and light, as it measures about 0.9 inches at its thickest point, and it weighs just 4.5 pounds. Just amazing. In the connectivity department, this device rocks RJ45 port, HDMI, a pair of USB 3.0 ports, a headphone jack, a USB Type-C port, and a DVD-RW drive, surprisingly, which is a lot more than I expected. Moving on, we start to see some cons and weak points of this device, namely the 1366 by 768 HD display, which makes pixels visible at the 15.6-inch size. Apart from that disappointment, things are pretty good with this panel, as it's pretty bright and very colourful at the price point, and it has some good viewing angles that deliver a great viewing experience. I should say that the keyboard feels excellent and is very spacious, allowing you to type properly and comfortably. In terms of performance, this laptop is packed with some great value parts that make this one a great budget pick. For example, it's packed with Intel's 8th generation quad-core i5-8265U processor with a boost clock speed of 3.9 GHz. On top of that, it also has 8GB of RAM and 128GB of SSD storage to boost the speeds. With a good battery life and performance specs that allow it to be a good productivity tool, the Lenovo 320 IdeaPad is a great budget pick. At number 4, it's the Lenovo ThinkBook 13S. For the buyers that want to get the most value for their money, I would suggest the latest Lenovo ThinkBook 13S. This laptop might not have any special features in terms of design or other flashy features, but it's a steady and solid performer all around, delivering great battery life, solid SSD speeds, amazing performance, great keyboard and many more features, so let's dive deeper. In the design and aesthetics department, the Lenovo ThinkBook 13S is not anything exceptional, simple, uniform, low profile and pretty much an amazing business package. While I say nothing exceptional, don't think of it as a hideous laptop. It looks good in every sense of the word. It's just very simple clamshell chassis that can be folded back to 180 degrees. I should state that it's a pretty light and small laptop, as it measures just 0.6 inches at its thickest point and weighs just 2.9 pounds. The silver colour looks just amazing, giving it an aluminium look, and with its superb durability and build quality, you can't complain about this laptop. It managed to reproduce about 104% of the sRGB colour space and emits a great 314 nits of brightness at its peak. In terms of performance, the Lenovo ThinkBook 13S is packed with serious parts that are capable of getting you through plenty of productivity tasks, such as the 8th generation Intel Core i7-8565 CPU with a boost clock speed of 4.6 GHz. On top of that, it has 16GB of RAM and 512GB of SSD to deliver great productivity prowess, and the Intel UHD Graphics 620 unit helps it as a whole. I should mention that the Lenovo ThinkBook 13S has a great battery life of about 11 hours in my tests of continuous streaming, which was great, and if you want the most for your money, this is it. At number 3, it's the Lenovo Legion Wi-Fi 40. If you're into gaming and want to give a try to a gaming laptop that can also deliver portability and productivity, you're in the right place, since the Lenovo Legion Wi-Fi 40 delivers just that. This laptop has a tasteful design for a gaming device, delivers a great keyboard, plenty of performance thanks to its high power parts, and it can also be upgraded in the future. Let's see what else this laptop offers. In terms of design and aesthetics, the Lenovo Legion Wi-Fi 40 looks pretty good, especially for a gaming laptop, as it has a very well thought out design that was also present in its predecessor. On the lid, you'll see a texture with a black colour that gives it a premium feel and delivers a sharp and pleasing contrast with the smooth aluminium Legion logo. If you didn't know, nobody would suspect it to be a gaming laptop, but it is surprisingly, and it delivers a thin and lightweight body as it measures about 0.95 inches at its thickest point and weighs just 5.1 pounds in total. In the connectivity department, it's pretty rich as it's packed with 3 USB 3.1 ports, a USB Type-C port, a mini display port, a pair of HDMI ports, an Ethernet port and a 3.5mm audio jack port. Up front, the Lenovo Legion Wi-Fi 40 is armed with a 15.6-inch in-plane switching panel with a full HD resolution of 1920 by 1080. It's also an LED backlit model and delivers super wide viewing angles, and its biggest selling point is its superior refresh rate of 144Hz, which makes this panel superb for gaming. It delivers a great viewing experience overall, has a great brightness of 300 nits at maximum, and managed to reproduce about 95% of the sRGB color gamut with decent accuracy. I should also mention the keyboard, which is one of the best in the market and delivers a great experience overall for both typing and gaming. Moving on, it also has 16GB of RAM and 512GB of SSD, which can also be upgraded in the future. And for graphics prowess, it has an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 GPU with 4GB of dedicated graphics RAM to deliver a superior gaming experience in Full HD with smooth frame rates. At number 2, it's the Lenovo Yoga C930. 2-in-1 ultra portables are trending, and for all the good reasons, as they deliver amazing performance, versatility and portability, and the Lenovo Yoga C930 is one of the best to do so. This laptop comes as a super stylish package with tons of performance specs, great speakers, thin and lightweight body, great battery life and more features that'll satisfy every buyer. In the past, 2-in-1 devices couldn't be stylish since the manufacturers struggled to pack everything into a single package, but recently they're the most aesthetically pleasing laptops, and the Lenovo Yoga C930 is one of the most notable to do so. It's super slim, streamlined, and with its alloy chassis it feels extremely high quality and, with fewer words, a true premium package. The hinge is also super smooth in operation, and this laptop is super slim as it measures just 0.57 inches at its thickest and weighs just 3 pounds in total. However, it isn't packed with the most ports, as it has just 2 USB Type-C ports, a USB 3.1 port and a 3.5mm audio port. This device is packed with a 13.9-inch Full HD touchscreen panel, which is pretty average in the category, but it wasn't lackluster as it delivered a superb experience overall. It managed to reproduce about 100% of the sRGB color space, and it proved to be very vivid and accurate in terms of colors. The brightness was a little disappointing as it reached just 280 nits at maximum, but overall there's nothing to complain about. The keyboard was also excellent, just like in every Lenovo laptop, and the stylus experience was priceless, really top of the class. In terms of power and performance, the Lenovo Yoga C930 is packed with an Intel Core i7-8550U CPU that's a very low voltage platform, allowing it to be very power efficient in every task, and of course aided in the battery life. It also has 12GB of RAM and 256GB of SSD storage to make it a powerful productivity and multitasking tool. Combined with its amazing battery life, this beast is one of the best value 2-in-1s in the market. And at number 1, it's the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon. On top of our list, we have none other than the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon, which is the definite best laptop in Lenovo's range, and also it's one of the best in the market, delivering a unique package that's super productive, durable with long battery life, superbly designed, and so much more. This laptop is the one that'll top them all, a real delight. This is the 7th iteration from the company of the ThinkPad X1 Carbon, and it's the longest running series of the company, and it isn't a surprise because the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon is the real deal. Overall, it has not many changes from the original device in the design department, close to its origin as always. It has a super strong and attractive black chassis that looks perfect, and it's very streamlined as a whole. Moving on, it also has the track point feature in the middle, which is the trademark. It's also super thin and lightweight, measuring just 0.59 inches at its thickest and a weight of just 2.4 pounds, so you can carry this laptop all day long without any strain. The Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon is packed with a 14-inch LED backlit in-plane switching panel with a nice Full HD resolution that delivered a nice amount of detail. Everything looked true to life, and the color reproduction was 109% of the sRGB color space, which was apparent due to the vivid image. It could also get pretty bright at 350 nits at a peak, and the contrast was especially good, delivering super deep blacks in the process. In terms of productivity, this machine is packed with great performance parts such as the Intel Core i7-8565U CPU with a boost clock speed of 4.6 GHz, and it also has 16 GB of RAM and 512 GB of SSD for storage, making it one of the best productivity and multitasking devices in the market. The Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon comes as a super attractive package.